we doing? Kenny Beaver here, rolling at you live. It is Monday evening. Thank you, Mr. Paul K. Great drum beat. Cool. That's a reggae blues from my friend Paul Cunigonis. It is Monday, the 6th of May. Welcome aboard. Sorry to lose you guys last night. It was a night of mayhem. Turn this up a little bit, see how we're doing. Can't always promise that, we have great, can't always promise that we have a great show in terms of information, but we'll see what happens anyway. So welcome, Cities and Suburbs, 5/6, 2019. And that's Mr. Attitude. He's always glad to give you some attitude, as I am too. Anyway, crazy night. I'm sorry, but we got a hoedown night. And any city in the United States right now, and the Yankees, okay, yeah, you have 27 world titles, because you have a lot of money. But do you consistently have 3 sports teams over the last 20 years that are in the playoffs every freaking year? No, you don't. You have the Yankees, you have the almost Mets, you have the Jets, and the Giants, yeah. But consistent sports franchises that I believe really lift up a city, sports give help to boost the city's ego among the populace and drive the ego and say, hey, we're somebody because we win. That doesn't always have to be that you win on a professional sports level, but it certainly does help the attitude and the ego of the city, and you guys know that. For years, I've been saying that there's some pundits out there and people, when the Pawtucket Red Sox come to Worcester, and I'm still hoping that lightning's in a bottle, that first game, that first week, we better be sold out. I've always felt that Worcester was underserved. Again, I mentioned it last week that the one thing that Worcester has always done is underpromote itself, always allowed itself to be kicked around. Its people, disempowered, if you will, are not interested in electing the right leadership. Yes, Miss Connie Lukes is not running and is retiring. Miss Lukes, I can quote you maybe a couple of years ago saying that the Worcester City Council, that the Pawtucket Red Sox are never going to come to Worcester. So the old guard is moving on, and we need younger people to step into those roles. Miss Luke's very accomplished lawyer, been involved with several committees over the years, active in Worcester, went against the grain, went with the grain, was the mayor after Tim Murray stepped down, took it for a year, ran against Joe O'Brien, and got her bonnet handed to her. I just got to say, Miss Lukes, thank you, but step aside. Time to step aside. I'm not kissing anything tonight about that, but Worcester's old guard is what has kept Worcester. So whether the ballpark's profitable and whether we need to restore confidence and a sense of pride to our community that's 185,000 people. That being said, I was walking around downtown today, and there's a lot of great things going on downtown. And one of the great things I will say is that they closed up all the nasty stores down there. That's a great thing. That is moving forward. The 7-Eleven, the pawn shop across from the Hanover Theater. Ooh, gone. See you later. Handed your hat. The Midtown Mall. Dean Marcus finally sold out. They put the pressure on him. They had the old proverbial shoe on his neck Yeah, I'll sell. So the Midtown Mall was sold yesterday to a developer that has not been disclosed yet. At least I do not know who that is. And um, for $4 million. So they'll repurpose that space. One of the things that maybe they will turn it into some kind of residential, apartments, condos, affordable housing, whatever it will be. It was never successful as a mall. The Midtown Mall was never successful as a mall. I mean, it was doomed the day they spelled town with an E at the end of it. Yeah, we only battled England and Great Britain for years to just dump that stuff, like center, you know, E after R. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what's going on there. But I just drove through Worcester because I had some appointments down there this morning, and it's uh, it's got a mixed mash of different businesses, nonprofits. There's nothing pulling it together though. Again, Main Street. They've got Main Street dug up like they're building a new Main Street or a Main Street that was never there. Um, so we'll see what happens with downtown. So anyway, yeah. So sports. Oh boy. Oh boy. So getting back to our friends in New York. Thank you very much for the baseball entertainment. But we have the Red Sox tonight at 7. We have the Boston Bruins at 7. That's why I'm coming at you right now. Boston Bruins, the Celtics, all at 7, competing with Jeopardy. And the guy who's like won $16 trillion because he's figured out where the mathematically where the double jeopardies. That's what I heard this morning. He figures out where the double jeopardies would be, like really early on in the game, and can answer the question and put a big claim on that square. So he ends up 3 minutes in the show. He's already 7 grand up. So trying to catch up with that. But I haven't watched it. But I'm just hearing it. It's fun. Today's actually Nation's High and Lows. Always got to give it to you. Yesterday for May 5th. I don't know why I can't get it today, but again, another contestant that's been on the show before is Rio Grande Village, Texas. That was a nation's high for yesterday, 100 degrees. Today's low for May 6th, 19 degrees at Rolla, Rolla, North Dakota at 19 degrees. Wow, that's some cold stuff. So Friendlies is owned by Dean's Foods. Now, Friendlies, you guys have been hearing about Friendlies for a while, you know? Friendlies, Papagenos. I mean, these businesses that are just like, they're always drowning, and someone sees them and goes, "Hey, oh, you're drowning. Let me throw you a life preserver." It wraps around you, but you're still paddling, and no one pulls you to shore. So Wilbraham, the Friendly's ice cream manufacturing business, is for sale. I believe the Dean Foods also owns the Gorelick Farm brand up in Lynn that I used to like their chocolate milk until I realized that it was nothing but sugar and I get, wow. So, yeah, Dean's 2018 sales, they have a plant right down the road here in Wilbraham. In 2018 were $7.8 billion. And that's down 38% from a decade ago. And they cite it because more folks are not drinking milk. There's a lot of, and you think about that, there's a lot of white alternative things to put in your cereal and your coffee, and almond milk and soy milk, and low fat this, and the myth that vitamin D and all the milk and the fat is not good for you. This is Dean Foods, the country's largest milk processor and seller, bought Friendlies to build up its portfolio of branded ice cream products. Wow. And I believe they're based in Dallas, Texas. And I believe they've owned Dean Foods has owed Friendly's for quite a number of years. Um, but yeah, it's a far cry from what Friendly's used to be. So I believe they have like 50 folks working in the Wilbraham plant. Um, you know, they're based in Dallas, Texas. Dean has struggled as milk consumption. This is from Mass Live. Has been in a decades long decline, and Walmart, was a major customer, has built its own milk plants. Mm, wow. Let's get Amazon. Let's get Amazon. I need some Amazon cows. So Chicago, our friends in Chicago, how you doing out there in Chicago tonight? All right, year to date. Today is this is in May. We are in May 6th, as I said. Oh, shot and killed. I don't be sarcastic. I'm not sarcastic about this, but I actually am pro Worcester. And as much as Worcester can't get its stuff together at times, I hope it does get its stuff together and it doesn't become a village of Boston. Um, this crime in Chicago is nasty. And this is from HeyJackass.com. Real data, guys. Real data. A person is shot every 4 minutes and 10 seconds. A person is murdered every 20 minutes in Chicago. May to date, one a day, 6 shot and killed in Chicago. And today's May 6th. Let's see. Year to date, shot and killed in Chicago, 140. Shot and wounded, 584. Totally shot, 724. And there have been 151 homicides in Chicago, of which 140 of them were by bang, you're dead. I want to flip to yesterday's cast. I didn't get that too. So, yeah, Mount Carmel, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, Preservation Worcester, and there's been some major efforts to save Mount Carmel Church, and from the wrecking ball, if you will, and well, we just don't know if that's going to happen. It was taken by a private developer, and it's really sad when a Catholic church that served as the institutional backbone of Shrewsbury Street for decades, many, many years, and I know I've had folks buried out of that myself, trying to save it from, the wrecking ball. And, pardon, but, it's a tough thing to see a church institution, facing the chopping block, if you will. And we've seen so many churches downtown Worcester and the landscape changing so much. That being said, it can change all at once, but I want the unemployment rate, the real unemployment rate, to go down. I want people in Worcester to have jobs, people that are marginalized, people that would not be able to actually find a job, without, some assistance, which I do. And I'm gonna, I met with a company today. I'm gonna tell you who they are. They're called Snap Chef, and they are a company, regional company here, throughout Massachusetts. And I met with their Worcester office, and they have their headquarters out in the Boston area. But I got to tell you that I was so impressed with the two managers down there, and met with them that what they do is Snap Chef actually trains you in entry level culinary and kitchen utility work, and they will place you at hosting companies and food service establishments, businesses and restaurants, but mostly institutional colleges and nursing homes, and wherever their clients need some help, they call Snap Chef. So they're a temp service for food, specifically just for food. They will pick you up if you can get to work, I'm sorry, if you can get to their location, they will drive you to the location early hours. You start at 5, 6 in the morning, but I want a job, I want to work, but I don't want to get up that early. Get up that early. All right. Government's always not going to give you a handout. You got to get up and go to work. I always say the best things happen, you know, um, from 8 o'clock on in the job world, or the 7 o'clock on. But early up is going to get you up. Let me tell you that. That's going to expose you to a lot more opportunities as far as employment goes if you're willing to be that flexible. So they will take you to the job. They actually have a contract with Gillette Stadium during Patriots games. They need so many people, and they know in advance. You know in advance where you're going. So if you're looking for a good bunch of folks that really, and they're committed to working with folks that even from shelters, you know. And so I met with them today, and I said, "Boy, I think we have a common partnership. Let's get people back to work who want it, and that aren't necessarily ready to jump into the corporate world, but want to work their way up." So anyway, really cool. Thanks to you guys down there on Main Street, Southbridge Street, downtown, right by the Hanover Theater. Go visit them. You can go fill out an application Monday through Friday. Walk in, bring 2 forms of ID. They'll interview you. If you're sincere and you really want to work and you're ready to go, they'll hire you, and you can help them, and they're going to help you. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May. It was the Mexican Army's victory in 1862 over France at the Battle of Pueblo during the Franco-Mexican War. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to wrap up right now, and I'm going to go tune up the TV. I hope you guys have a great night watching the Celtics, the Red Sox, whatever your flavor is. I've got to say it's going to be Bruins first for me, then Red Sox, and the Celtics are down 2-1. Let's see who shows up at the Celts, but certainly wish them well. Anyway, and I'm kind of glad I'm not in North Dakota today. At Raleigh, 19 degrees. You think it's cold here? We get some corona over my shoulder, and maybe I'll go enjoy some more. So anyway, you guys, you take care. Kitty B signing off. Enjoy the night. See you on Wednesday live, 7 o'clock. Take care.